This is the lower body workout, so this is going to be focusing on strengthening the lower body. What we're going to start with is a warm-up and a little bit of mobility stuff here to kind of get the legs moving. First exercise I'm going to have you do here, it's called leg swings. So you can find a door, a rack, a machine, something to kind of put your hands on. How it's going to start here first, I'm going to start with my right leg. You're going to be kicking side to side. Over and back is 1. You're going to do the set amount of reps that are listed. Then you're going to switch to the other side. Again, over and back is 1. Do the set amount of reps, okay? When you finish that one, you're going to face straight ahead. You're going to be kicking forward and backward, okay? Just kind of getting the legs moving here. Set amount of reps, and you can either do the same side or you can turn a little bit and shift this direction here, okay? So once we finish those, we're going to do a thing called hip cars. Hip cars is just a circular motion, so think clockwise and counterclockwise. I'm going to be facing the wall here like this, okay? If I'm going to be moving the right leg here first, I'm going to start going clockwise. So my knee's going to come up. I'm going to bring my leg up and around, okay? I'm going to do the amount of reps listed, and then when I reverse it, I'm going counterclockwise, up and back around, okay? I'm going to do the other side. So if I'm going clockwise, up and back around, I'm going counterclockwise. I'm trying to get full circles here. You should feel a good amount of burn in the lower body as you're doing these. This next one here is a TRX arc rotation. What you're going to do is you're going to find a TRX. It's usually anchored up to a wall. You're going to find what a good swing plane is for you. So if you can see this here, this is not a good swing plane. I'm way down here. It's way too low. Find out where like a good natural swing plane would be for you. Hands are going to be palm down. You're just going to have a little bit of tension on the band. You're just going to rotate into a good deep backswing. And you're going to rotate through. All you're doing is just working on kind of increasing some flexibility and mobility and just getting the body moving through full range of motion in both directions. This exercise here is a goblet squat. You're going to grab a kettlebell. You're going to hold it nice and tight to your chest. You can hold it by the handles. You can hold it kind of however you want to, whatever's comfortable. But I want it to stay nice and tight to the chest the whole time. I don't want it drifting away from the body. What you're going to do is feet about shoulder width apart. I want you to squat down as low as you comfortably can. And you're going to stand back up, okay? I don't want your chest to drop way down. I want you to try to stay fairly upright. So weight's kind of biased a little bit more towards my heels. Squat all the way down, and you're going to stand up. So this is just a seated leg extension. We're going to be here. I want you to do is I just want you to kick the legs out, get a good squeeze in the quad muscles, and go ahead and lower it back down. Lift it all the way up, good squeeze, lower it back down. You don't need to get it where it's like hyper extended all the way up there. But I want you to at least get it up to where the legs are fairly straight. So my knees have a slight bend in here. That's okay. I don't want it to be this high. I want it higher than this if possible. If you can't get it higher, then it's probably too much weight. So you're gonna lift all the way up. Good little squeeze. Lower it back down just like that. This is a seated leg curl. We're gonna work the hamstrings. There's a variety of different machines, but just one where you're curling the legs backwards. So this one here, I have to put my legs up and over. Then there's this little switch I kind of got to pull my knees down into. What I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to kind of curl my heels back all the way. Let it slowly come all the way back up, okay? Curling all the way back. And I want you to do it kind of at about this pace here. This here is a weight plate hip abduction exercise. So what you're going to be doing is you can just grab onto something, machine, a rack, doorway, whatever you want. This weight is just going to freely hang by your side. What you're going to do is you're going to stand on a single leg. And you lift your leg out to the side like this, okay? If you look at it from the side, my leg is going straight sideways, okay? I'm not bringing my leg forward at all. I'm not bringing it way back, okay? I'm bringing my leg straight out to the side, okay? It's going to be working both hips here. And we'll do both sides. So when you switch sides, you either have to walk around or you can just turn the other direction and work the other side. This is a supine glute bridge with a band. You can see I have a band around my knees. What I'm going to be working on is pulling those knees apart to activate my lateral glutes here. So I'm going to be laying on my back. Feet are like this. I'm pulling the knees apart, and I'm going to keep them apart the entire time. Okay, I'm not going to let them cave in. I'm going to keep them activated while I'm doing the glute bridges. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to lift my hips up, squeeze my glutes at the top, my hamstrings, bring it back down. Bridge my hips up, bring it back down. If this becomes too easy, you can grab a dumbbell if you want to and put it on your hips to increase the weight. Otherwise, if there's like a weight bar or something like that, you can use that as well. But all I'm doing here is I'm just kind of keeping it on my hips and then pushing up towards the ceiling, engaging and squeezing those glutes at the top for about a second, and letting it come all the way back down. So this is a kettlebell step up. So what I want at least for you to do is I want 3 biscuits. So these things down here are called biscuits. I have 3 of them stacked. They're all universally the same. I have a step on there. So what you're gonna do is if I'm working my left leg, I'm gonna have my left foot on here. I'm gonna hold the kettlebell in my left hand, okay? You can hold on to something for support if you need to. I don't want you to push off the right side to lift yourself up. I want you to use a lot of the left leg. You can use the right leg a little bit. I just don't want you pushing, okay? So I want you to kind of lean over. You're gonna step up, slowly lower back down. Step up, slowly lower back down. And if you see my knee is not caving in or rolling out. It's staying very straight forward. That's what I want, is I want your knee to track straight ahead, okay? You'll do both sides.